Hi, my name is William Guilherme and I'm a Solutions Architect with the Zscaler Technology Alliances team. In this video, we'll show how Zscaler Posture Control can be integrated into ServiceNow Incident Management Platform for incident creation whenever a security policy violation occurs on specific cloud accounts. Before we get started, it's important to understand the prerequisites necessary for this integration. First, you must have an administrator account in the ZPC portal with permissions to configure the ITSM integration. Next, you must have a ServiceNow developer or production instance. It's important to remind that ServiceNow developer instance can be obtained for free by going to the website developer.servicenow.com. You also need a ServiceNow administrator account with permissions to create a service account in the ServiceNow instance. Finally, we need to create a ServiceNow account in the ServiceNow instance, which ZPC will use to ingest the data as security incidents are identified in the ZPC platform. This integration allows Zscaler to perform ingestion of incident events into the ServiceNow platform by leveraging the ServiceNow APIs so that DevSecOps teams and IT teams can immediately take action to investigate and remediate any security incidents that may impact the overall security posture of the organization. Those incidents can then be observed by a security operations center, or ServiceNow can be configured to send an email alert or other types of notification alerts to the necessary people responsible for investigating these incidents. There are several benefits in this integration. The integration is seamless and it does not require any additional app installation in the ServiceNow instance. As ZPC identifies potential misconfigurations, it generates the incidents and automatically sends it to ServiceNow with the necessary fields, which can then be customized. The incidents provide enough context to understand the cause of the incident and help to expedite the investigation so that organizations can maintain a reasonable SLA for security incident resolution. To get started with the configuration, first log in to your ServiceNow instance as administrator. In the Filter Navigator, search for Users and select Users under the User Administration section. Click in the New button, then fill up the necessary fields such as the user ID, first name, last name, and email address. One important part to have in mind is that this account requires web service access only, which allows ZPC to interact with the ServiceNow API, so make sure this option is enabled. Then click in the Submit button. To set the password for the new service account user, select the user you just created, then select Set Password, click in the Generate button, copy the password, and then click in Save Password. Then click Update. With the ServiceNow service account created, we can now start with the ZPC configuration. Log in as administrator to the ZPC administration portal. Then navigate to the administration menu and select Integrations. In the Integrations page, under the ITSM section, select Add, and in IT Services select ServiceNow, provide a name to the integration, and then click Next. In the ITSM Details page, provide your ServiceNow instance host name, the service account username and password, then click in Test Connection to ensure connectivity is working as expected. If you see a successful message, then click Next to review the details. If everything is correct, click Finish. Notice that the status of the integration will be pending until notification alerts start being sent to the ServiceNow instance. Once the integration is configured, we can now configure the notification alerts by navigating to the Alerts menu and selecting Notifications. Then select Create Rule, and in the General Information page, provide a name to the alert rule. Then select the alert type to which ZPC should be sending notifications to ServiceNow. In this example, we'll select the Cloud as the alert type. Then enable the rule by selecting the alert rule status and click Next. In the Scope page, we can make different scope selections to which we want to receive notifications for in the ServiceNow platform. You can select the specific business units or cloud providers. If you have more than one AWS account onboarded into ZPC, you can select a specific account or region as well. In this example, we'll set only the cloud scope as AWS. Under the Select Policies section, ZPC provides several compliance frameworks which you can select according to your organization compliance policies. Aside of the compliance frameworks, you can also select the severity of alerts you'd like to receive as well as the threat category and policy type. Finally, we can now configure the several notification channels we want ZPC to send alerts to. Notice that you can also send email notifications to the ServiceNow instance, in which case you can then parse the email content sent by ZPC to create your own notifications as needed. For this example, we'll select ServiceNow under the ITSM ticketing section. In the assignee field, we'll provide the email address where we want incidents and notification alerts to be sent to. Then we can select when we want the notification alerts to be sent. In this example, we'll choose to receive notifications for both closed and resolved alerts, then click Next. You can then review the configuration and perform changes as needed, and then click Finish. Aside of creating notification alerts for cloud accounts, we can also create notification alerts for infrastructure as code compliance violations. Similarly to what we did previously, select the Create a Rule button. In the General Information page, provide a name to the alert rule. Then select the alert type to which ZPC should be sending notifications to ServiceNow. In this example, we'll select the IAC as the alert type. Then enable the rule by selecting Alert Rule Status and click Next. In the Scope page, we can make different scope selections to which we want to receive notifications for in the ServiceNow platform. We can select any of the supported types of SCAN plugins such as GitHub Actions, GitLab, Azure Pipelines, and Azure Repos. Depending on the type of SCAN plugin you select, the list of repositories associated with that plugin will be listed. Under the Select Policy section, ZPC provides several compliance frameworks which you can select according to your organization compliance policy. Finally, we can now configure the ITSM platform to which we want ZPC to send notifications to. For this example, we'll select ServiceNow under the ITSM ticketing section, then select our ServiceNow integration, and then provide an email address in the assignee field as well as when we want the notification alerts to be sent. In this example, we'll choose to receive notifications for both closed and resolved alerts. Then click Next and click Finish. We can now log into the ServiceNow ITSM platform and verify which incidents ZPC have alerted us about. Log in as administrator into the ServiceNow Administration Console. In the Filter Navigator, search for Incidents. Under Service Desk, select Incidents. In this example, we'll look for a specific cloud incident. Select the incident number to see the details, and within the incident, ServiceNow automatically populates several fields such as the incident number, the caller account used to open the incident, the category, as well as the state, impact, and urgency of the issue. ZPC also populates a short description of the incident so that security teams have a high-level view of what the overall incident is regarding. From here, analysts can provide more details and potential resolution notes as needed, or even assign the incident to a different group or person. From the initial incident, you can then create a security incident by selecting the Create Security Incident button. ServiceNow will automatically calculate the impact and severity of the incident. It will also create a separate security incident where a security analyst can perform the analysis of the incident using the NIST Incident Response Lifecycle. From this point forward, an analyst can start the analysis of the security incident and change the state according to the progress of the investigation. ServiceNow automatically assigns a risk score to the incident, which can then be overridden if necessary. If your organization leverages the ServiceNow Security Incident Response integrated with the MITRE ATT&CK framework, you can then associate this incident with one of the several MITRE ATT&CK categories offered by ServiceNow, as well as the tactics and techniques related to this particular incident. Finally, you can select the Add Response task so you can provide additional context to the incident as the investigation progresses.